Last week was a joyous week on A Dream Called Meraai, as we found the perfect application for our rear rims that suited Stallman's dodgy and dangerous welding. There was other stuff as well, but this was the most important. This week we continue with the waiting game as we wait for crucial spare parts. I discovered that at times my levels of being Doff have no limits. I'm going to get it wrong, and I got it wrong with the bearings. Then we end off with news that will make your heart soar with joy and happiness. It is a Tuesday morning, new week, new challenges, and right now there's very little going on the Meraai front because we are still waiting for parts for the brakes. You can see there's not much happening on Meraai because that was Rocky jumping up and down like a madman over my shoulder. Yeah, the boys are bored. But will this be the week that we finally collect a set of brand spanking new rims from Total Wheel Rebuild in Pinetown? Let's wait and see. I, however, have not been bored. I have been really busy messing up orders of spare parts. Okay, so one of the challenges when you have somebody like myself trying to do something technical in a bus is that if things are not jotted down like verbatim and exact, I'm going to get it wrong, and I got it wrong with the bearings. I am one of those people who needs things explained step by gradual step in order for things to stick in my slightly altered mind. When the guys tell me, we need XYZ, I need them to be really specific. I mean, why on earth should I ever imagine that one needs two bearings of each size? I now know if you order wheel bearings, it's like wheel. There's two wheels. At the back, two on the front, not one. This time round, I get Reynard to write down exactly what he wants and how many of each. There's just one wee problem. A mechanic's handwriting is almost on par with that of a doctor's. So, hopefully I don't blow this one. So now we wait for the bearings to arrive. In the meanwhile, I can only stare in envy at the work that the guys at East Coast Scratch and Dent are doing as they resurrect old VW Beetles.
It actually break on the drum.
Some of you may remember the shocking condition of the rear drums when we first removed them.
I think this brake drum, they're not going to be able to skim it.
We're now at the stage that we need to address the wheel studs that will hopefully soon be holding our new wheel rims in place. If you look at these reconditioned drums, both front and rear, they look fantastic. But particularly the rear ones, and the one rear one, when you turn it over, things are not quite so cool. Okay, so if we look here, the guys at East Coast Scratch and Dent have done a good job. They're looking all nice and shiny and beautiful. But let's just turn it over. Okay, so there you can see on the inside, dodgy. All dodgy, very dodgy.
This is how it's supposed to.
This is what they should look like. Andre explains what the problem is.
This is a bolt that's been modified to look like a stud.
Okay.
And it doesn't fit the way it's supposed to. I'm hoping that the flat end will lock against the inside of the hub.
That's been ground off. It's a normal...
Yeah, it's a normal bolt. It's good for an emergency, but it's not meant to be there permanently.
Or for a bus that carries passengers.
Correct.
We need to sort this out ASAP, so when the rims do arrive, we can get Meraai onto her new wheels. Meraai has been exposed to the elements for a while now, and Braam is getting concerned.
What's worrying me is because of the rust that's coming through now on surfaces like this, so we have to replace it anyway, but I would like it to get it at the top as soon as possible under the roof. But at the bottom, yeah, it's not working for us anymore. It must come up.
And I mean, everything depends on these rims and getting on wheels, not so?
Yes, that's it. We can't do nothing if we don't have that to take it up.
Hopefully, this situation is about to change. The last time I was this nervous was, I think, when I was waiting to see if Mariki would accept my invitation for me to cook her dinner. And that was about 22 years ago. Now I've got butterflies in my tummy. I'm like, yo, because the rims are ready. We have arrived. Righty, so I'm in Total Wheel Rebuild's workshop and I am following Rahul to find our rims. This place is amazing. So Total Wheel Rebuild does just that. If you've got a truck wheel or whatever and you've got a bit of a problem and it's got holes and dings and you need it fixed, these guys do it. If I'd known about them 10 weeks ago, we would have been much further down the line with our build, hey? Meraai wouldn't be sitting out in the cold. This is fantastic, man. And then after well over 10 weeks, it was time. And these two boys here, and then
Yeah, so the outers.
yeah.
These outers.
Rahul started to tell me a little bit about what they had actually done to the rims, but I couldn't concentrate. The moment was just too big. Yeah. You've been eating your oats for breakfast there, bud. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is just freaking awesome news, man! I swear I'm emotional. Bloody hell. Oh, yo, this has been so long, hey? Whew. Total Wheel Rebuild, you guys rock. You rock. Andy, thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sure, what a way to end an episode. Now, one little question remains. Will these rims fit Meraai without any issues? We will find out next week. Yo! Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We are also on Twitter. You will find us under A Dream Called Mearrai. Until next time, keep safe and keep your dreams alive.